Welcome back to Enter the Gungeon. I'm going to be playing as the hunter today. Alright. Let's get this bad boy going. Alright, I have 3 hegemony credits. I don't believe there's anything in the store that costs that little. But let's look into it. Gamma ray, okay, that's 2. Rocket powered bullets. I'll pick up the gamma ray. Not my favorite weapon, but I do need to clear out their inventory in order for them to restock. What's the plan for today? I would like very much to go to the oubliette. So I would like to get as many keys as I can on this floor. And then I will try to push the water barrel into the fireplace and descend to my probable demise. I do like that they can use the cover mechanics. That way it's not a one-sided gameplay mechanic. Doesn't usually save them, but it's a nice touch. I should likely be using my crossbow because that was foolish. I was trying to push it into them, but it took me a little too long to make that decision for it to be a good one. Ah, that's okay. Let's just let myself stay against the wall. I probably should have come out. I'm not going to use a key here because I'm going to need 2 to open the way to the oubliette. Also, it's a brown chest, so I'm not terribly thrilled about that either. I'm going to switch to the crossbow. That way if I get an ammo drop, I have a reason to use it. That's largely a psychological choice, but I'll make it anyway. For practical purposes, it would be better for me to use my starting pistol so I don't waste ammo for the one powerful gun that I have. I'm actually gonna abide by that. And then get myself cornered up here. Should be okay. They're fairly slow moving and slow shooting. We're just going to take our time, ease ourselves into this run, and see how far we can get. I'm not anticipating getting more than 2 keys, but I would like to get 2. I'm going to go check out that shop rather than going on right now. See if we can buy something good. Okay, so there is a key in the shop. I'll buy that, and then if we happen to get one as a drop, that'll just mean that we get to open one of the chests on this floor. Pretty quiet run thus far in terms of enemies. Oh, I did post a Stardew Valley introduction video tonight. I'm very excited about that. I'm excited to share that with you. I was quite effusive with praise for it. That's just because I love it. It is a wonderful game. I never actually played Harvest Moon or Animal Crossing, so being able to have the feel of that gameplay and play it on my computer, very nice. Actually, I'm going to try to lure him over here. This is probably foolishness, but I really want to hit him with this chandelier. There we go. It was a risk I didn't need to take, but it looked cool. And part of the fun of having games, the fun of playing games is taking risks and realizing that there are no real life consequences, so you can embellish a little. Walked into that one. I'm gonna do the chandelier trick again. And again. Nope, he was too far away. I should have realized that. Too good to be true. Another brown chest. Alright, that actually encourages me to go to the secret path. I don't really want to waste keys on brown chests anyway. Let's see. Gander at our map. Looks like the boss chamber is going to be up and around here. I did not find the water barrel. That is one thing you want to keep an eye out for if you plan to do secret level run. This is the wrong way. I really do want your comments. Anything that you would like to tell me about, even things like video quality and such. I know I have a long way to go before I'm at a high tier in terms of video quality, but I'm learning and I've decided to take a very incremental approach to this process. In the lead throne, Bullet King. I am mostly concerned with my ability to speak extemporaneously while doing gameplay. I believe that the technology will come and the upgrades to what I'm able to do will also come. And I hope that you can abide the perhaps suboptimal quality of some of these videos in the interim. I'm a little sad not to have perfect the boss, but I really need to not measure my success solely on how many heart containers I have. Almost there. Just gotta dodge a couple more times. Got hit there right at the end. See, I was banking on my last shot clearing those bullets for me, but I should not have done that. I should have actively dodged. Alright, we're at 2 hearts. We have a piece of armor. I feel bad for this guy. See, if you shoot him during the fight, he gets really angry and he'll charge at you and you have to take him out. But, I don't know, they did a good job of making the bad guys feel convincing and tugging at your heartstrings a little bit. I received a good tip from an awesome guy that you should blow up the throne if you defeat the Bullet King. Now, in that case it didn't drop anything, but it can drop shell casings, which can help you buy things at the shop. Okay, so this is the fireplace, so we'll backtrack from here to try to find the nearest water barrel. If you move your mouse to the edge of the screen, it gives you a little more visibility, so you can check for the water barrel just a little bit more rapidly. Not necessarily more successfully, as you can see, but rapidly. I don't believe it can appear in chest rooms, but that could be very bad advice. Looks like the water barrel's pretty far from its destination. I'm very much hoping I didn't blow it up or an enemy didn't blow it up, because I believe it despawns after a little while if it is blown up. The upside of it having blown up is that I can open these 2 chests and get whatever might come out. But I'm going to be determined and try to find that water barrel at very least. think this may be the last possible chamber for it. Yeah, I'm gonna operate under the probable assumption that the water barrel was destroyed. So, we get a couple chests. Wow! That was an extraordinary drop from a chest. I got money, I got my key back, I got a wind-up gun, especially from a brown chest. That's fantastic. The wind-up gun, it shoots, and then when you reload, it plays Pop Goes the Weasel, and it does more damage when it's closer to the top, closer to filled up, and then as you get closer to the bottom of the clip, it diminishes in damage. Let's go grab that other chest. Yes, I know you've largely been watching me walk around the floor needlessly, but I'm going to take every advantage I can to give you the best performance that I can. A key? Do I have some sort of like super chance up or something? I don't understand what's going on with this run. Let's see. Gamma Ray has joined the shootout. That's from when I bought it in the chest. Now these guns that I just went over, this RPG fires rocket-propelled grenades that accelerate over a short distance. Leveled up, it's a nice reference to RPGs as well. Cog of Battle, a reference to Gears of War, of course, enables active reload, so I will show you that. So if I am firing and I hit R to reload, there's a little white bar that's vertical. If you can line up your timing with that and hit R again, you'll get a slight damage boost and it'll reload faster than it would have if you had just left it to go to the top. I believe if you do it too quickly, you can get a red bar which will actually reduce your damage, like so. I will go ahead and fire around when I get in there and reload to get the active reload and get as much damage out of this thing as I can. And I'll show you the RPG, preferably on the boss of this floor. 3 keys going into the second chamber, having opened 2 chests on the first floor. I'd say that's a pretty good position for me to throw from. Throwing, I just mean losing horribly at the end of the run. Alright. Oh, that's awesome! This run is amazing! Through no fault of my own, I assure you. So we got a chest that is not in a separate room. It's not breathing, so it's not a mimic. Also, my dog is not barking. It's another nice feature of the hunter. If there's a mimic in the room with him, he will bark his head off. Figuratively, of course. I just want to be clear on that. So I will use one of my abundance of keys. I will pick up the big iron. It's heavy. So it is essentially a shotgun. And it does a fair amount of damage. 150 rounds. I will have tried it, and its fire rate is actually quite impressive for a gun of its type anyway. We'll just let those bullets clear themselves and move safely to the next room. There's a Tazy somewhere in the room. Took that one out. I think there's another one. Alright, that was fortuitous timing. Barely dodged that. I need to use my active reload. That did not finish the job. And reload. Alright. Wow, 3 shots took that out? That was awkward. Why is it floating? That's interesting. They can be hit by explosive blasts and pushed a bit. What are we going to use that for? I think we take that for our current weapon, actually. If it can take out a big enemy like that just by standing close to it, I consider that a huge asset. blanks, a key. That's probably not what I'm going to buy here, just because we have had an absurdity of wealth. I am not a big fan of the wind-up gun, so I'm going to sell this guy so you can see the shell casings come out. You hit F and hold it down and you'll drop whatever weapon you have. Just make sure you've selected the right one first. You cannot sell your initial equipped pistol. You can sell the crossbow, which I will also do. Its effectiveness peters out by the 3rd floor, and we're getting close to that. So that limits my choices to this shotgun type weapon and the RPG, which I will use on the boss, and my starting pistol. The lowercase r I showed you in a previous run. It's an okay weapon. Nothing I'm going to spend my money on, though. I suppose I should spend my money on something, but hoarding it sounds kind of interesting. I'm wondering if there's some achievement for collecting X number of casings without spending them. Seems like a reasonable thing to give an achievement for. Achievements in this game, I find, tend to unlock guns and active and passive items, which I value quite highly. It adds to the diversity of each run if there are more things that can drop. I would really like to be moderately accurate with the starting pistol. I am going to go ahead and use it just to save ammo. I sold maybe more guns than I should have, just because the remaining guns I have don't have that much ammo in them. Need to use my active reload. I don't typically have an active reload item, so I don't think to use it. That's why you don't roll away from bullets. The bullet travels at the same speed I did. I need to kill this bard because it's buffing him. And I need to not die. That's really all I need to do here. I'm going to use an RPG just to take him out quickly. Very effective weapon, as you can see. Ooh, this room. I would love to show you this room. I've showed it to you. I have not tried it, though. It summons a series of encounters that are more challenging than the ones in other rooms. And if I had more than this half heart now, that was upsetting. I gladly would have shown you that room if I had had some more health. That's a disappointing run, but thanks again for joining me, and have a lovely day.